practice 14 of spring football. Had that this morning. Thought it was a good practice overall from special team standpoint. Saw some guys make a jump. It's a different year, right? Different year, new room that we have in regards to specialists. Have 6 players within the room, replacing 3 players. Okay, only two guys that have any playing experience at the college level. So that's interesting, as you can imagine, as a coach. But I feel like we have a really good, strong culture of special teams here at this university within the program, but then also within a strong culture within our specialist room right now. And I think we just want to try to keep that going with the guys that we have within the room. And anytime you lose a player, Tory Taylor's caliber, you can never replace a player like that. You can never replace a player or the person, but the role does need to be filled. And so that's going to, there's a battle for that right now, obviously. So we've got that going on. We've got the battle at long snapper going on, and then also at kicker. So again, new faces, all sorts of stuff going on. Phil just talked about Gunner and Cooper DeJean that's also leaving us. So there's plenty of opportunity out there. And anytime there's change, like we have going on, there's opportunity for growth. And so we're looking for that right now, and that's what we've been focused on here the first 14 practices of spring, and hopefully have a good one here on Saturday. So lots going on in special teams. Any questions you guys may have, happy to answer.
Start up front, we're going Chad, John,
New format.
Yeah, we got the mics now.
It's like a game show.
Yeah, Chad Leist, good morning. I just want to start out by saying I'm disappointed you never had Cooper DeJean hold before he left.
We didn't.
That was disappointing.
We did not. You're right.
Okay. Anyway.
That was going on at one point.
Okay.
And then we felt like the guys that were actually holding for place kicks were a little bit better.
Okay, so I wanted to ask before we get to the other guys, the guy who did hold last year, Tory Taylor, like how many calls have you been fielding for him on NFL drafts? And it's crazy how much love there is out there for him at the NFL, but not surprising, I guess. So what do you think he's going to be like at the next level?
Yeah, quite a bit of calls on the guy, more so about what is he like as a person. I think you watch the tape, you watch his workout at the Senior Bowl, you watch his workout at the Combine. Everything I've heard has been nothing but positive. So I think it's going to be really what it comes down with the market at the pro level, at the NFL level, and what jobs are available, what's opening or what is open currently for him. But the sky's the limit for Tory as a player and as a person, and you guys all got a chance to see him, watch him really grow right in front of your eyes. And even though he came here at 22, he was still very young and very green, but a lot of opportunity for him in front and ahead of him.
John Steppe, Cedar Rapids Gazette. Reese, now you've had 14 practices with him. What's kind of stood out to you the most about his punting?
Yeah, I think with Reese, he and Tory are very different. I think a lot of similarities are going to try to be put on them because they're both from Australia, right? They're both from Melbourne. They both came from the same coach. They're very different, and I think what we've seen so far with him is he's a very talented young man, but he's also young and green. And you think about the differences. Tory came in at 22 years old, right? And a lot of us graduated college at 22 years old. He was beginning college. If you can imagine putting yourself back in those shoes at 22, you're much more mature at that age than you are at 18 or 19 when you enter college. And Reese is entering college at 19. So some of those immaturity things in comparison show up, but I think Reese is going to be fine. He's incredibly talented. He's got a very bright future.
Scott Dockerman with The Athletic. In so many ways, strategically, Tory was even more than a weapon. He was part of the game plan, it seemed like, for the entire team, not just for special teams. In what ways, it doesn't seem right that you would apply that type of pressure to a punter to do the same things Tory did, but it also is part of the overall team plan. How would you be able to entrust a punter like Reese to do some of the same things, or if it's not Reese, and in what ways could that punter, I guess some of the angled punting and that sort of thing, how do they fit into the scheme right now?
Yeah, I think both Ty Nissen and Reese Dakin, both of those guys have capabilities to do the shots that Tory did. Okay, now the difference is going to be Tory's done it a lot longer. He's a little bit more skilled, a little bit more adept at it at this current moment. But I think it's all out there. They're all capable of doing it. So that as we get going, get a better feel for their shots, the shots that they prefer. I think we'll put a good game plan together. It's kind of likened it to golf, right? So Masters was just last weekend. you're watching, some guys are playing a 50-degree wedge, some are playing a 52, some are 48. You know, those things are different. It's all comes down to the punter or the golfer, if you will, and what their best stroke is. And we talk about the angle punting or pinning people inside the 10. So whatever their best shot is that we figure out over 15 practices and then through the summer, that's how we'll build our game plan moving forward.